Hello, gentle viewers. This is Avindian, welcoming you to a new season and a new episode of Out of the Park Baseball 19, in which we won 112 games but lost in the League Championship Series in the 7th game. So we did not make the World Series, which makes me sad. I've decided what we're going to do is this. And this depends entirely on how long it takes us to finish with 2019 and when 2020 is released. But either with 2019 or 2020, we're going to play something I'm going to call the World Tour, in which I will take every team that has not won a World Championship and win a World Championship with them. Off the top of my head, those teams are, I'm going by divisions, let's see, NL East. The Tampa Bay Rays have never won the World Series. AL Central, everyone's won one. Even if you have to go back, like, for the Indians to 1948. AL West, the Rangers have never won. And the Angels, I don't think ever won a World Series. I don't think the Angels have ever even been in a World Series, now that I think about it. If it did, it would have been way back in the 70s or the 80s when they were still the California Angels. So that's three teams right there. Rangers, Angels, Rays. Over to the National League. NL East. All those teams have won one, I think. Mets have won. God, who else is in the NL East? I'm brain farting. Mets have won one. The Braves have won one. I should remember that. The Nationals, it depends on what lineage you consider the Nationals to have. If they're based off the original Washington Senators, the Senators did win a World Series. Because Walter Johnson has a World Series ring, I think. Before I go through these teams, I may actually just sit down with the new copy and then make a decision. But I do want to play at least 20 years in this universe first. Just to see what we accomplish and if we can win more World Series than the stupid Caribou. So that's what we are looking at. We want... we want to see how 20 years managing the same team works out. By the way, I am not happy about this, but because technically I'm not the manager, I don't appear on the manager's list. So even though I'm the most successful manager of all time, I'm just the GM. So apparently that doesn't fucking count. That's some bullshit, you ask me. But, whatever. So yeah, that's what's going to be happening next. Now, I have 2 episodes recorded in the backlog as of this video. And so we're talking 5 episodes on top of this one. By then, OOTP 20 will probably be out. So instead of starting with Cleveland as I generally do, we might just go straight into the World Tour. But that's what's happening next. Feel free to share your thoughts on that. I will look it up after this episode, and I'll probably mention it in the next one, but please feel free to remind me. Rockies haven't won a World Series. No, everyone in the NL Central's won several. Is it just the 5 teams? That can't be right. There's got to be someone else I'm forgetting. And with the Astros for a long time had never won a World Series, but now they've won one, so they're out of that particular club. Damn. That's going to bug me. But I can't check this particular game because we don't have the right teams in the right places, so whatever. Onward and upward. We got some decisions to make. We always had decisions to make. It's the fun part. I am not offering any of these guys qualifying offers. Each and every one of them would take it. Each and every one of them would not be worth it. We would be a special kind of dumb if we considered that. I'll offer anyone who got at least 2 more an extension, which is just him, actually. This is all perfectly fine. Yeah, I have no objections there. All right. So let's sort by potential as you do. And let's start moving people around. Okay. We need to start developing more position players. We have a couple interesting ones in the pipeline who are both quite a few years away. Okay, you can be promoted. Anyone else we think should be promoted? Not really. I'm going to promote Ruiz now to rookie ball because he's 18 and he's still kept his potential. Let's promote him. Okay, so let's look at stats. Neither one of these guys really looks like they need to be promoted. Tony Abreu definitely does. Sierra. Sedlacek, yes. That's all fine. McClendon, we should promote apparently, so promote him we shall. Did I just put him on the 40-man? I don't think I did. We'll promote Burley Grimes. I'm sure we can demote him. Let's look at the rest of the stats. Okay, Huey Kritz, Frank Olin both get promoted. Slim Sally. I think he's earned his promotion to AAA. Probably not to the majors yet, but definitely to AAA. And we'll promote Jack Quinn too, just cause. Okay. Alright. We've got a lot of bullpen guys who are going to need to be replaced, and I think that's going to be a focus in the offseason. We have Nick Hundley, don't we? I'm in a non-tender Conger. I just don't want to spend $1 million for a catcher who might not even play. Kid Nichols, he can take the league minute. He can take the minimum. I'm fine with that. So yeah, those decisions made. Let's advance and see how we did in the awards. Andy Rincon was unanimously got that particular victory. Silver Slugger, so I Platinum Stick at first, at second, and at right field. Manager of the Year was Robbie Taylor. And Pete Browning was MVP. Nice. Okay, Buddha. 2,300 hits, a good number of steals. I think he's worthy of a place in our Hall of Fame. Cogswell, not so much. Definitely not Crane. Meh. I'll cast a ballot for Ringo. Jose Guzman has got a fair case to make the Hall with 50-plus WAR. A lot of people who just weren't that impressive. Like, players who were good, don't get me wrong, but not really players I'd consider impressive. Henry Moore. 2,200 hits isn't nothing, but he didn't hit any home runs. And for me, in a modern game, that's not worth it. Earl Mosley, again, it's hard to vote for someone who doesn't have very many innings. I will vote Greg Tholen, though. He does have 2,000 innings. By that logic, I should vote for Mosley, too, I guess. I should be consistent. There you go. A trade proposal. Dutch Leonard for Oliver Baxter. The answer to that is definitely no. I am not concerned about filling the bullpen. I'm just not. And we'll sim up to free agency. Okay. What positions do we actually need to upgrade at? Let's take a look at the team. Okay. I find that this view is the most productive. So if we sort by WAR, based on last year's performance, all of our starters were exceptional. Yeah, I have nothing else to add to that. Well, literally all of our starters were exceptional. We can't get a lot better at any of the starting 9. So then I think it just comes down to pitching again. Did Hamill get any votes? Did he make like top 3 for Cy Young? No? Okay. I think pitching continues to be the one place we tend to lack a bit in. We might actually want to consider trading Duke Esper. Like, normally I wouldn't want to trade him now, but it's painfully obvious to me he got worse in every conceivable way, and he might have just been unusually lucky his first 2 years. Maybe we give him one more year and see how year 3 goes. But yeah, the only thing we really need is a starting pitcher. And I'm not giving up a draft pick for him. Okay, so let's start with potential right now. I'll see if there's anyone really high potential. There we go, Jorge De Lira. That sounds lovely. Okay. That's fine. Alright, let's go back to overall rating now. Alright, let's simplify our job and look at starters. Aaron Nola. Interesting. Nobody else I would consider, but Nola is a very intriguing option. Right, let's take a quick look at pitching staff. Let's look at the pitching ratings overall. Yeah, let's sign Aaron Nola. I'm not going to lock him down forever. That would be stupid. But I'm going to grab him for 2 or 3 years. Until we get a little bit more help from our own starters. But yeah. Done. I'm not going to argue. For 2 years, I get a very solid back of the rotation guy. This is perfect. Regarding our bullpen, I think Bill Wise is going to get promoted. I'm not going to make him wait. And Spawn will get put on the roster when spring training rolls around. Is there anyone we want to keep that we're willing to put a 40-man roster spot on? Hank Johnson, I'm going to go ahead and waive you so I can take you off the 40-man. Because like a Sparky Lyle deserves to be on the 40-man, I think. Putnam, not so much. Pavano. Pavano might make a Major League roster someday. Perkins? Maybe. Yeah, Perkins. And then, yeah, those are the only two that I really stare at and say, yes, that's what they need to do. Can you play any position other than first base? Or than the infield? Fielding stats? No. What am I... Why am I freaking out? Here we go. No, you cannot handle outfield. Okay. I guess you'll just learn third base then. It's not like third base is blocked necessarily, because Ed Lennox isn't going to be here forever. We could use a bit more depth. Is there a quality outfielder that's available for cheap? I just want a good all-around outfielder that I don't have to pay a lot for. You're a center fielder, but nothing else. You're a right fielder who hits fairly well, to be fair. I could bring Ron Swoboda back. No. I wish Polanco could play some position other than right. Only plays one position. Actually, I like Michael Conforto quite a bit. I love his combination of discipline and power. It makes him a useful bat off the bench. I will give him a couple years. Sure, if that's all you want, that's what you'll get. I think that's about it, to be honest. Let's advance a bit. I have 2021 by Rush stuck in my head. It's a good song, though. I really don't want Starling starting again this year. Darling. I don't know why I call him Starling. Yeah, I really don't. I think he needs a lot more work before he's Major League quality. That's why I want Nola, among other things. Delir is signed. Nola likes the deal. Conforto likes their deal. Oh yeah, I should probably change our tickets. Right, like $45 a year. In comparison, let's look at, say, like the Dirty Caribou. Oh, they actually charge less than we do. They keep cutting their ticket prices. That's why you're always leading in attendance, you buttholes. Oh, wow, we actually have one of the higher ticket prices. Yeah, let's go ahead and cut ticket prices a bit. Let's show our fans that we love them. $2 off. You can't beat that. Please put a period in there. I don't want them thinking each ticket is $4,300. No, perfect strategy, right? We make each seat $1 million, and then we just have like 20 fans in there. Done. We're keeping up with the scouting and the development budget. Nice. Let's make development an even 20. Wait, what? Why did that jump up to 36 million? I said 20. That was weird. Okay. A trade proposal. I'm not giving you all that much. I do like Ismael Valdez, to be fair. But I'm not giving you, like, most of my quality prospects for him. But let's discuss this. Okay. I'm going to drop Welch and Campbell. You really want Baxter? Holy shit. Oh, Valdez is due to make a bunch of money. That's your issue with him, but I will happily take advantage of that. I'm going to get you to throw in something. Like Michael Brantley. I'd like that. No, you won't give me a second rounder. How about a third rounder? And a fourth rounder? No. I think this is fair. What more would I have to add in out of curiosity to get like your first round pick? Players I'm not willing to give up. That's fair. What about second round pick? I could get your second round pick for not very much. Ted Lilly? This is actually a very interesting deal. Yes, let's do it. Oh, hell no. Untouchable. Fans like Ismael Valdez. Who doesn't, really? Notice Valdez is instantly the third best. Actually, he's not as good a pitcher as I thought he'd be. Oh, well. And I'm still going to sign Nola if I can get him, too. Rule 5 draft, I'm just going to sim through. I very much doubt there's anything anyone has that I'd be interested in. That was a bit presumptuous on my part. Maybe I should have done it. We got Nola and Conforto. Nice. Guys, we have a pretty stacked starting rotation now. For sure. Why would you make Valdez into a reliever? Well, we'll figure something out. Oh, because of Ron Darling. Send him to AAA right now. No, because he'll just get called back up for spring training. That's the problem. Oh, I didn't put... No, Conforto's got a minor league deal. That's right. We get any Hall of Famers? Pretty close on a couple of them. I'm surprised Dombrowski couldn't get over the top, but... Oh, Larry Ellingson. I could have voted for him. I don't think I would have, though. Nah. Not good enough. He got hurt too much. It was like the Kirby Puckett of our thing. Who the hell is Eddie Infante? Like, I genuinely don't know who this guy is or why I care. Ooh, Toussaint moved to Detroit. Interesting. The Detroit Golden Bears. That's a cool name, actually. I dig the name. We have very little money for extensions. Something to consider. For next year. Wasn't there some other change last preseason that I may have forgotten already? I don't recall. I genuinely do not recall. Anyone else who deserves maybe a bit of time? We can let Selma, Shaw, and Putman all pitch in spring training. I don't think there's really an offensive player, though, that I'd want to promote. Where's Conforto, actually? Yeah, you can be invited to spring training. Blasingame and Silvera can be promoted. That's fine with me. Maybe Frank Olin, too. Sure. Let's get that spring training done. Hey, we're winning a lot of spring training games, which matters fuck all, but hey, we're doing it. That's kind of neat. You may ask yourself, why don't I look at spring training stats? Because spring training stats don't matter. They just don't. If there's like a position battle and maybe you're not quite sure, maybe you'd look at the spring training stats, but at the end of the day, spring training is about players working on stuff. No, I don't want your terrible outfielder. Stop. Spring training is about people getting into shape and maybe working on one or two things. Maybe a pitcher works on a new pitch. Maybe a hitter changes his swing approach slightly. But spring training isn't where you really see anything predictive. So I generally don't bother even looking at the stats for it. Why would I give you a good prospect for a bad prospect? I'm going to make him untouchable because I'm just sick of people making stupid offers for him. Okay. Got 42 players on the roster. Okay, easy decision number one. Darling, go back to AAA. We've got 5 starters. Esper moving into the bullpen. Maybe not the best call, but I'm going to send Esper to AAA. 23 pitchers. We need to get rid of, like, at least 10 of these. Nolan to the minors. Putman to the minors. Shaw to the minors. Perkins to the minors. Lyle to the minors. Selma to the minors. I'm going to trade Nichols. Because if we look at his ratings, he's going to be problematic in the majors anyway. Because he's going to give up too many homers. And we have a very homer-friendly ballpark. What can I get for him in a prospect these days? Nothing. What about a regular? We could get a really good reliever for him. Like, an amazingly good reliever. Like, holy shit, this would be a good reliever. Would you throw in a third rounder? Nah, I'll just take this trade. I'm not going to nickel and dime it. Damn, the fans love them some Jack Harper. I do too. He's going to be a nice addition to this bullpen. Parrott. I will take the risk with Parrott that someone else claims him because I don't think anyone will. Farnsworth to the minors. Isn't Norm Baker left-handed? Do I have another lefty in here? Do I have to keep Spawn? No, BJ Ryan's a lefty. Yeah, Spawn to the minors. How many pitchers is this now? 14. I still got to get rid of 2 more. Two more. Let's see if we can flip Norm Baker for a pos. I thought I saw a couple people wanting him. I'm trying to reduce the number of pitchers we have with bad movement just because they're going to get hammered in our park. And we're getting a lot of offers for him. Holy shit. We could have Mickey Morandini. Maybe. I would like more catching prospects. I just don't know if Greg Zahn is the way to go. I don't want a first baseman because it'll just get blocked. Dave Beard could be a neat little reliever. Parson Nicholson. You're an interesting player. I bet you really played the 19th century, didn't you? Yeah, you did. You seem like a 19th century skill set. David Segui. A decent all-around hitter. There's a lot to be said for that. Ken O'Day. You could be a really good backup catcher. Like, really good. And I do want a bit more in the catching department. Dave Pagan. I don't like the control. Yogi Berra. Wouldn't that be an interesting pickup for us? But I think O'Day's a better catcher, isn't he? Isn't he? No, Yogi Berra's a really good defensive catcher, and really what we're looking for is a quality backup. And he's definitely that. Okay, so we trade for him. And we want more in return. Let's start with a first round pick. No. Second round. What more would I have to give you to get a first round pick out of interest? Are you high? You will give me a first round pick for Michael fucking Conforto. Can I get a second rounder too? How about... Not Davey Williams. He's too bad a hitter. How about Lenny Randall? Not quite enough. Yeah, I'm not going to bother with that. I'm just going to take this deal. I'm going to run with it. No, I'm not. The fuck are you talking about? Give me my first round pick. There we go. Yeah, this is a no-brainer. This is an outfielder who probably won't play for a first round pick. Done. That was an easy decision. I really think the AI does not properly weight draft picks the way you should, which I think is part of the reason why it's turned off by default. Which is totally fair in my opinion. I get it. And I think, how many hitters do we have? We have 15. So yeah, we just get rid of 2 hitters and we're done. Hi, Jake Evans. Bye, Jake Evans. No, to be fair, I actually do want to keep Evans, because I don't want someone who can't play center. I think Swisher. There we go, got the 26. Probably have too many pitchers, but I'll live with it. I wonder why the sharpshooters wanted Michael Conforto so badly, and they could have just signed him if they wanted him. That was weird. But I'm going to take advantage of it, for sure. There was risk involved, and I accept it. I accept that we lost I accept that we lost Mike Parrott. Oh, it's going to give me a bunch of shit, because I think there's a couple people on my roster who need to be on the 40-man. Player development. Any interesting changes here? Not really. Nola got slightly better for some reason. Yogi Berra got better. Kanabe got worse. Well, he's not the starting third baseman, really. Where's Bill Bradley? I want to make sure that I have him on my Tell Me Everything list. Same with Bruce Campbell. Remember when we had him with the... Was it the Blue Jays or the Phillies? I don't remember, but it was good stuff. It was good stuff. Let's quickly scan. I think there's at least one player who needs to be on the 40-man. No, maybe not. Okie dokie. Okay. This is good. This is real good. That's it. We lost the first game. Just shut out of the team. We're not playing any more baseball. I'm just kidding. So far, so good. First month, we're 17-10. Top 100 prospects, none of them Indians, or Keys, rather. I accept this. 300 homers for Hank Aaron. Why is Hank Aaron on my list? Oh, he hit it against me. That makes sense. Shutout for Esper. I have someone who's qualifies for Rookie of the Month. Oh, right. This deal wasn't as good, was it? What did we get for him? A couple of prospects. You know, he was never going to break the majors with my team, so I don't begrudge them that. I just hope we don't lose, like, the World Series or something one day. Luis Hernandez. I'm going to bench you for 2 weeks. For 14 days. And we'll just let someone else play for those 14 days, because I do not want him getting injured. Worse. We're off to a good start this year. He says conservatively, knowing that his team is the best in the majors by record. Maybe not. Virginia Beach is real good, too. Are there all that many Diamondbacks in Virginia Beach? I don't think there are. Hey, good for Swisher. He was just player of the week. I don't want to over-promote him for that. Hey, 3,000 hits. The first guy in the majors to get 3,000 hits. That's pretty cool. I remember Nathan Eovaldi. Did we ever have him? I thought we did. Maybe we didn't. Player development. Development. Only Nola really got better. That's a bit disappointing. Yogi Berra got better. For call, slightly worse. Henderson's about the same. Slightly the same. A little bit of a decline for Mays. Not a big one, but a slight one. He's mostly losing potential, which is actually not a bad thing. It just means we're pretty sure we know what Willie Mays is like. One thing I'd like to see OOTP adopt from front office football, I'd love to know approximately how developed my player is, instead of just comparing the two numbers. Not much here changing. That's fine. Bill Bradley was the best hitter in single A. Holy shit, yeah, he was. Damn. Yeah, I gotta strap a rocket ship to this guy. He's just dominating. Enjoy Double A, my friend. I love the fact he's from Cleveland, too. I don't think Bill Bradley actually played that long in the real majors. Yeah, he played around the turn of the century. He got a few hits, but he wasn't consistently very good. Maybe our Bill Bradley will be different. Who knows? It's draft time. Yeah. Tom Glavine looks like the best. Severino's pretty good, too. I'm hoping this is a deep draft, because we've got 2 first-round picks, right? Alright, let's look at default. Let's look at potential. And keep in mind, we have disgusting amounts of money, so just because someone looks impossible doesn't mean we can't draft him. Oh, Home Run Baker. Yeah, we're not going to get... He's not going to fall to us. I'm not even going to waste my time. Let's just click for right now, auto draft. Yeah, he wasn't going to fall to me. Alright. Givens is a really good reliever, and frankly, we don't need relievers, though. Bill Lamar's a really good hitter. Or could become one. Salta Lamaki is too one-dimensional. If I'm going to use the first-round pick, I want to make sure we're getting real quality for it. Tom Needham would be a nice draft pick if we needed a catcher, which we don't. Or we could take like a Brett Tomko, but maybe we should wait on that. Let's go and take Bill Lamar. I think of the options available to us, I know he's raw, but I also know he's the best player available. And we're at that's where we are in this, in our development, if you take the best player available. I could have taken Tom Glavine. Oh, that's right. This is the Tom Glavine that no one likes. That's right. Yeah, we're already going pretty far down just to get him. If I didn't have, what's-his-face, I would grab him in a heartbeat. Nigel Morgan would be a good, like, a utility guy, but frankly, that's not something that I'm interested in. Benintendi, on the other hand, let's grab him too. Because I want to make sure we have good young outfielders in the system for when things start to go wrong. No one's taking Tom Needham. That's really weird to me. Can I look at pitchers, please? George the Bull Ewell. He used to play for the Indians, didn't he? Yeah, he did. really like Elmer Singleton, like, a lot. But Michael Gibbons is just such a good reliever. I think maybe we take him and just find a spot for him. Okay. All players. Calvin Pickering is way too flawed. Dick Hauser is a good hitter without a position, because I wouldn't put him at shortstop to save his life. Paul Easterling isn't exciting enough. Who do you think we should take? You think we should take Elmer Singleton? He is a really good reliever. Yeah, alright. Ezra Sutton is a terrible player. Jeff Reed is a terrible player. Jeremy Reed is a terrible player. You're offering me terrible players. Why are you doing that to me? Paul Easterling. I was looking at Easterling, and I guess we can draft him if there's not really a better other choice. We can just... We do need depth. We do need depth. We're always cursed to need more depth. Oh, Jeremy Reed's a really good center fielder. Okay, that's good enough for me to take him. And see if he maybe develops his offensive capabilities later on in the draft. Alright, let's look at the best pitching potential stuff. It's Neftali Feliz, who I'm not going to sign. I could make him into a starter, could I? Nope. Okay. Can I see just starting pitchers? I like Jim Wilson. Let's take him. And we'll take ourselves Nick Tepish. There's not much there, you guys. Batting potential. Good contact hitters. There are... Oh, we haven't still set on pitcher. That explains why. Why on earth would we take Sam Rice as a pitcher? He's so much better as a hitter. We could make him a two-way guy. Yeah, let's do that. Let's grab Sam Rice. Set game strategy, use as a two-way player. Just for funsies. Because he's a much better hitter than he is a pitcher. So it's definitely worth seeing if he can develop that. Yeah, there's not much else here. I'll go ahead and let the AI, the scouting director, handle the rest of the draft. Let's negotiate. I know Bill Lamar is going to want a shit ton of money. He wants more than $6 million. Lucky if you have $38 million. I will offer you $8 million. And if you don't take it, then fuck you. Like, if he doesn't take it, the worst case scenario is I just get another pick in next year's draft. I think Jerry Merrier just wants like a decent chunk. Yeah, he just wants more than 270 grand. I'll give him $1 million. Done. And I will happily give you your 150K. And I don't care about anyone else. Let me flag you as a prospect to watch. Givens will probably go straight to the Major League roster. Hey, 1,500 career wins. Nice. I do question the name Seattle Black Gold because there's no oil in Seattle. It's kind of weird. But, I mean, who are we to judge? Okay, Reed took the offer. Okay, Givens. Who is my worst reliever and who needs to go to the minors? Hi, Richelli. No, Yamauchi. Yeah, welcome, Michael Gibbons. I better not say anything else. I don't want to get content ID'd. You know what, Bill Lamar? Pow, pow. Fuck you in the ass. I will happily take another first-round pick next year. You weren't that great anyway. Oh, whoopsie. I wanted to make sure we had that done. Oh, wow. Yeah, we've got a lot of decisions to make. I completely kind of messed that up. All right. First of all, let's go to International Amateurs. Anyone interesting? So the advantage of Seb Fletcher is I could basically send him right to single A. Let's do it. Because he's already 18, so there's no point in keeping him there. I will give you the max of $5 million and send you directly to rookie ball. Do not pass go, do not collect $200. Coaches. All right, personnel. Let's look at our hitting coach. Sam Colby. I mean, we have scored 1,000 runs 4 times under his leadership, and may well do so again this year. Come on back, mate. We're besties. All right, everyone else though. Extension for you. Extensions for you. Extension for you. Alvarez can go fuck himself. You can have an extension. We'll say 3 years. Done. Okay. Let's sim up to the All-Star break. That's always a fun time to sim too. Okay, so next year we'll get another first-round pick. That's fine with me. It's not my fault he was a little bitch and thought he was like the greatest thing ever when we both know he wasn't. Haha, Caribou, you suck. Perfect. Do not pass go. Get added to the shortstop. Get added list. And you're going right to Anchorage. Hey, you threw a no-hitter? That's worth the promotion to single A if I've ever heard one. Oh, poor Phil Payne. No. Like, seriously, why would you think I'd take that deal? Oh no, it's expired. They probably offered the same trade to like 2 or 3 teams. Who made it this year? Doug Payne made it. Good for him. Let's see, Jason Hamill, Andy Rincon, Fred Carroll, Luis Hernandez, Pete Browning, Ricky Henderson, no Willie Mays. That makes me sad. That makes me sad. But whatever. I won't take it personally. I take it extremely personally. Look at this shit. The fans want Willie Mays. Give them Willie Mays. Not Joe Kelly. I have 5.2 WAR this year. I'm really good at baseball. Yeah, well, guys, Willie Mays has 4.7 WAR. And could hit more than 50 homers this year. So how about you suck it? How does that sound? This year we can almost kind of put the team on autopilot. No, stop giving me bad players. I don't want them. We might actually try to trade Kyle Farnsworth because a lot of people are asking about him. No thanks. All right, let's look. I'm probably never gonna actually let Kyle Farnsworth make the team. Let's see what we can get for him. We're getting some offers. They're just not very good ones. Yep. Map, too bad. That's not great, but it could be a lot worse. And most importantly, he'll still be ready for the playoffs. Okay, first of all, let's stop forcing him to be a starter. If the game thinks he should be a reliever, let's make him a reliever. And I think Darling is next man up. I think it's either him or Sally. How's Sally doing this year? I'm going to be honest with you. He's pitched extremely well in the minors. His biggest issue is normally his stuff, but it looks like he's managing that quite effectively. Oh, he's a knuckleballer. A left-handed knuckleballer. That is so cool. How can I not start a left-handed knuckleballer? How? How, I ask you? How? I can't. Watch, we now lose, like, everything. No, I am not making this trade. Nope. Huh. That's interesting. I'm not giving you Seb Fletcher. Flat out not happening. But I would give you Tony Abreu. And I would like you to eat more of his salary, please and thank you. That's fine. Yeah, this is an obvious move. I'm going to go ahead and make it. Because, look, the only player we really lose that's of much value is Nick Swisher. Sorry, Sally. No, let's go ahead and waive Richelli. That way we can let Anibal Sanchez pitch us, hopefully, to the playoffs. What do we got going on now in terms of people we might want to extend, if we can extend, which we can't because we have no money. I'm going to be honest with you. Fred Carroll is pretty heavily overpaid. But he's a really good catcher, and they're hard to find, so I'm not upset about that a lot. Oh, God, Luis Hernandez. Hi. Could I interest you and not? Could you please not? Is that a thing you might consider? No? Because there's no way he's not a Super 2. Look, Esper, I'm going to trade you. I'm going to trade you and see what I can get for you. Because I am not paying you even $5 million a year. You're not worth it. I will non-tender you first. I'm not going to bother with that. How about a 5-year deal, $10 million a year? Nope. 3 years. Oh, wow. He won't let me do it, will he? We're going to have to wait till arbitration day. Or just offer him what we think he wants. Just give him 10.6. We're going to have to wait and then just figure out how to make some extra money. I am not giving Esper what he thinks he's worth. He's not. Even OSA thinks he's slightly better. He's getting overpaid for his one amazing season, and that doesn't fly with me. Anyone else we could think about trying to lock down to a deal earlier? CC maybe, but I doubt he's going to want to sign for cheaper. We'll figure something out. Maybe let Rick Russell, maybe avoid his option. I don't know about Ricky. That's going to be an interesting choice for him to make. Does he think he could make more on the open market? I genuinely don't know. I wouldn't at all be shocked to see him do that, actually. Okay. But it's all about a World Series this year. That's what we're going for. No. I don't need a right fielder. And even if I did, I wouldn't give up that much for one. Oh, no. I mean, unless Schultz is shit in the bed this year, but I don't think he is he? Okay, he kind of is. Yeah, he's not hitting for average. That is problematic. Furcall's been a bit of a disappointment in all reality. Because so much of his value derives from his ability to hit for average that if he doesn't hit for average, he's not as helpful. Oh, that was the change. Arbitration. Yeah, went to 7 years instead of 6. That's really cool, actually. And we are now Frank Richelli-less. Ed Conley. Nope. Do we want to try to trade to upgrade Frank Schulte. I don't think we can. I don't think we can afford it. Oh, Ed Lennox is hurt. I didn't see that. I know Anibal Sanchez wants to come back. That's not going to happen, mate. I can't afford it. Schulte got a tiny bit better, actually. Oh, damn. Dick Selma added a new pitch. Look at you. It's rare to see a massive improvement like that, but I will definitely take this. Let's get you a bit more experience, mate, but you're on a fast track. John Flynn has hit 30 homers in Double-A. If that's on a promotion to Triple-A, I don't know what is. Nick Maddox, Single-A. He can have a promotion. And Chris Tasso, have a promotion to A-ball. You get a promotion. You get a promotion. Everybody gets a promotion. Yeah, you're deranged. I'm not paying you. I wonder if he'll be on the roster long enough for me to get a draft pick. Maybe. Let's go ahead and put you on the DL. Call up Darling. And then as soon as Hamill is healthy and ready to go, I'll call him up. Okay. That's not ideal. But at least he'll be back for the end of the year. And then we'll call up Hundley to be Yogi Berra's backup. Is Bill Bradley still murdering baseballs? Holy shit, he is. That is absurd how good he is. For WAR. That's, yes. Please. AAA, now. I can't contain him. He's too good. He's like, rawr, baseballs. Grrr. Selma, I will put you on the 40-man. That is your reward for this year. I really hate it when you have a song stuck in your head. Oof. Okay, that's a kick in the junk. Gary Nolan. I mean, I know we didn't give up much for Sanchez, but still, that's a bummer. That's a real bummer. Oh well. Life happens. Bench him. Bench him. This is not a punishment, Willie. I cannot lose you for the playoffs. And we have a 31-game lead. I'm pretty sure we've got the playoffs in the bag. Gary Nolan goes down first. Because he sucks. Hamill can reclaim his spot. A personal message, huh? We're not quite sure when Willie May is going to come back. I'm going to keep Slim on the roster. I think what we might do is just send Nola to the minors for a rehab assignment. And that should hopefully keep him fresh for the good stuff, the playoffs. Have we literally already clinched our playoff spot? I would be shocked if we haven't, given our record this year. Yes, we have clinched our division. We only have a 32-game lead over the number 2 team. So, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Paul Esterling, enjoy your promotion. Yeah. Got 21 runs, damn. Okay, good. Carroll comes back. Now we're going to grab Nola, bring him back. A personal message. God damn it, Hamill. What the shit? You better not miss a playoff start. That's all I gotta say. I think it's 6 games, not 6 starts. Because 6 starts would actually be pretty unfair. Player development. Slim keeps getting just a little bit better. That's really awesome. Kanabe got a little better. A little better for Schulte, just a bit. Okay. This is almost obscene, how good he is. If Luis Hernandez is not the best decision I've ever made, I don't know who is. And he's going to take us to the bloody cleaners for it. And we finished 111-51, 1 game worse than last year. That's fine. Okay. Oh, Pete Browning won a batting title. Nice work, Pete. And he led the league in WAR, and led the league in on-base percentage. He's got a fair chance to win another MVP. That's crazy. I love it. I want more of it. Playoff roster. Why are we not putting Nolan on the roster? Oh, we are. We're just putting him on there as a relief pitcher. Okay. I'm not taking 3 catchers. That would be ridiculous. I'd rather have a backup center fielder. Before we begin the playoffs, let's take a moment at the year that was. Pete Browning, Willie Mays, Luis Hernandez. This is the foundation on which the team is built. We might want to think about replacing our shortstop. We've gotten some good years out of Furcal, but the only thing he's leading the league in these days is at bats. And he doesn't play shortstop well enough to justify his inept bat. This is a pretty good year for him. I approve. Ricky Henderson is getting a little tiny bit worse. It looks like he's not hitting for quite as much power and is just not hitting quite as... No, he's actually hitting about the same, actually. How was our pitching this year? Let's get them stats, yo. It was still Jason Hamill by quite a bit in terms of WAR. CC was really good, though. But the home runs were a bit of an issue this year where they weren't as much last year. He's still got room to grow, though. And we will sim up to the next Roundo D playoffs. Okay. We've got the Brooklyn Clippers. We led the the National League in runs scored and runs against. But we did struggle a little with Brooklyn this year. Hopefully, we bring our A games. That is not our A game. That is our F game. That's not good. Yeah, that is not a reason to interrupt my playoff run. All right, CC holds through. We lose again because... Why is this happening again? Why are we not hitting in the playoffs? This is absurd. Another fucking year where the entire team stops hitting when the playoffs start. And so, once again, despite the fact we were clearly one of the best teams in the majors, we're eliminated in the first round. Again. I know we just went to the League Championship Series last year. But this is incredibly frustrating. And Aaronola, this is one of the reasons I brought you in, mate. And you didn't do... you did okay. It was... We couldn't score runs. That's so frustrating. Score 1,000 runs during the regular season. And I don't think we managed to score 10 runs. No, we actually did get 10 runs, but only because of this game. Them's the breaks, I guess. And Virginia Beach gets a World Series. Good for them. I am an OOTP god, but that doesn't help. Do we have any option decisions to make? Okay, Ricky Henderson is going to test free agency. That's his prerogative. Rick Rushell. How much is this deal for? Like $12 million? Huh. BJ, I can't pay you $22 million to be a setup man. That's a bit ridiculous. That was a disappointing season, but I'm not running out of hope yet. Because the core is still here. And there's no reason to believe that we won't be ready for another World Series run, potentially, next year. Yeah. Before we go, I would like to, before I forget, sign a new manager for Single A. Actually, do one of you guys want to be a manager? You do. I would like to make you my manager of Rookie. Just give him a chance, right? And then we hire a new hitting coach. I think that's perfectly fair, don't you? Any names you recognize? Nope. We can hire a Bobby Hemphill, I guess. That's fine. Okay. But that's going to be this episode. Next time, I think we need to fix a couple of minor holes. But really, we won 100 games. We just didn't execute in the postseason. It happens. Until next time, though, this has been Avindian. Thank you for watching. And until next time, I bid you good day.